Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tater Games. Today we are talking about promotion of your product and how you can actually get your product out there without being annoying and spamming everyone, as we see so often. So there are a few ways to go about this. The first is a fairly simple and obvious one, which is personal promotion. You can go out there and actually give it to people you know, give it to people you see, friends, family, and a good way to do this is through social media. Now, Facebook, of course, Twitter and Instagram and all that type of stuff is great places to post it to people that you know, and people you know will actually sort of care about the product and probably take a look at it, given that they care about you. Extended onto that, there are stuff like Facebook groups, which are great. I'm on Indie Game Promo, Indie Game Chat, and all of those type of ones. And Indie Game Promo is actually a Google group. Indie Game Promo is a Facebook group that focuses on promotion of your own content. So the people on there are literally either promoting their own stuff or they're looking for other people's products. And for whatever reason they're actually looking for it, it could be for their own benefit, you know, stealing ideas, God knows. Stuff like that just happens. There will always be people around like that. If you have enough contacts and personal friends and stuff like that, then word of mouth will travel very fast depending on how good your product is. If you have a really bad game or song, then yeah, your friends and stuff are not going to share it with each other and it's just going to die out right there. However, if you do make a very good product, then it is a lot easier to market and that side kind of sorts itself out. So word of mouth is the most powerful promotion. However, it has its downsides, which is it only applies to really good products. It doesn't really apply to really bad products. Except for Flappy Bird, which I still consider to be a pretty good product. They took something that people would find frustrating and enjoy the challenge and made it. I don't know, there were rumors that there were a lot of Mario assets in there. I wouldn't have a clue. Right, the next one's a good one, and it's one that has proven to work for me especially, which was with my Skyroar game. This was getting YouTubers to actually do Let's Plays of it. YouTubers have a sort of tendency to react to things, and it's a very easy form of making content. So the idea that a YouTuber can react to your thing, for example, Elders react to Mario Kart, and then everyone goes and checks out more gameplay footage of Mario Kart on another channel, and it all leads up that you're getting this exposure for Mario Kart. So getting YouTubers to actually promote your product without sort of the audience knowing it's not sponsored content necessarily, because you don't have to pay them to do it. There are a lot of people, especially ones just starting out, that will do it for free. For example, without me knowing, I1Plays actually made a video about my game Skyroar, and that skyrocketed overnight. He had a lot more subscribers than me at the time, and of course there was a lot of momentum behind his channel, and because of this, that game actually got around 300 downloads within 2 or 3 days, and it was a good kickoff for me to release another update. And I think right now it's actually got on 784 because there were other YouTubers, also small, that were making the same content, and it all just fit. It all started building me up, and I wasn't doing anything, which was pretty cool. At the same time, if you are selling your game, then a good way to get a YouTuber to actually play it is to give him a free Steam key or CD key. You're giving them something for free, and because you haven't exactly paid them, it is their choice whether or not they actually make a video or make content or whatever on your game. And if they choose to do it, then you're in luck. You get a lot of promotion and they get a few views and stuff like that, and so your game may take off from there. So sending free Steam keys to people is actually a really great way to do it, and my channel has got a lot of Steam keys being sent to me. However, this is not a gaming channel and I don't think it's beneficial for me to actually upload that sort of stuff, so don't send me Steam keys. No, do send me Steam keys. With this new format I can actually fit in a lot of reviews, so the final, and I believe to be the greatest power anyone can possess, is to have a community at their fingertips. So other than you guys making your games and sending them to YouTubers, you guys can become the YouTubers and have the community follow you. The entire point of this channel from a few months ago was actually to build a community that I can call upon whenever something of mine needs testing, whenever I need feedback, and of course whenever I want to promote my own products. I have a lot of subscribers and they're building constantly, and I'm going to keep building that, and the more I spend working on this channel, the more audience I get for my next project. The reason why this channel must focus on game dev is because if I ever promote something on this channel, it is going to be game dev related. It is going to be a game. It might be a bit of software, we never know. I haven't planned ahead that much. If you see how that works, the community can also be used for a lot more than just one topic, but that's completely up to you guys if you guys were willing to do that. The other ones you can do is, of course, is host things like Discord channels. For example, I host a Discord channel and I try and drag all my subscribers over there so that there are 2 places now that these people are shared between. And because of that, you can filter out the very dedicated people to the Discord server who are willing to leap from the channel to the Discord server. And then of course you can pin out the more dedicated people within the Discord server, which are the people who post a lot and stuff like that. And so you know your audience, you start to begin to learn about your audience, and it's the best way that you can actually get content out there that can relate to your audience. You see, there's no proof that a product will become successful having a community like you guys out there, but you know, even if not, there is still benefits being made. Hopefully you guys are benefiting from some of the stuff I say, and if you don't, someone's here. That's a loud car, man. There is, of course, one other alternative to all of these, and that is actually paying for advertisement. Now, this is probably the only form which has proven to work for a lot of games and music and film. Regardless of the quality of work, the paid advertisement does get you a lot of people following your stuff, using your stuff, and the reason for it is because often you are tricked into thinking something is a lot better than it really is through the ads alone. There are a lot of apps that trick you into clicking ads because they're on the screen and they pop up magically out of nowhere, and you've just been tapping the screen, so you just automatically tap and you get led to the site that you don't actually want. But then it shows you an install page and like the screenshots look pretty good, but the game is terrible when you actually download it. However, they got a few ads out of you, and so it's the circle of terrible marketing. Or really good marketing, it depends on how you like to view it. Anyway, I'm going to continue my day, and hopefully you guys have a lovely, productive day as well. I will see you tomorrow, where we talk about game engines. Oh, and also very excited for the new Avicii album, which comes out in 6 days. This is not a promotion. I just really love Avicii. It's good sounds, man, it's good sounds.